So my father God used my cat to teach me a lesson today. So I like to sit outside, enjoy the sun, whatever. And my cat keep meowing at the door. And when I open the door and say, "Come on, let's go. Come on outside," he just sit there and look at me. And so I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna shut the door. I shut the door, go back and sit down. And he meowing. They come out, but he won't come out the door when I open the door. And God will say, "You like that? I'm telling you to come. I'm telling you to go walk through the door. But you are so uncertain. You are so unsure and uncertain to step out on faith. You don't know. You know. You don't know that you were just still stand at the door and call out to me. You want me to literally bring you out instead of you stepping out on faith and trusting that I will guide you through it and you will be all right." And just like my cat really truly, if I go on there, and if I push me on out, he'll go. I say, you want me to push you on out, force you out, instead of you having faith in me, trusting me, believing in me that if you go ahead and step out on faith, I got you. And I had to look up and laugh because I'm like, I'm like, you know when God tell you something, you be like, mm-hmm. You be. I had to look up at him and laugh because I'm like, really? I'm like, really? 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 I had to laugh. I could not stop laughing because I knew he was using that cat to teach me a lesson. Like I literally do that. Because you will know when God using something to teach you a lesson, to show you how you act or react to certain things, to give you a better understanding of the situation in your point of view. You will know. Because it don't be like you would think it coincidence. I don't even think it coincidence no more. Because I just know. I'm like, yeah. And I look at them like, you know what? You ain't right. I'm like, you ain't right. You ain't right. You ain't right. But yeah, he used my cat today to teach me a lesson. And I decided to share it because why not? Somebody else might need it. Because usually that is the case with us. We so comfortable that we won't step out because we're so comfortable where we at. We so used to doing things how we usually do it, and knowing that way will work. We so comfortable to step out and doing something that we never thought we would, or maybe we feel like we aren't qualified to, in a sense, aren't good enough or unworthy enough, whatever. But my cat he was like, you will stand to the door, and now I come in and say, you come through the door. I said, come through the door, come on. And my cat would just stand there and look, literally in my face, just look. And I'm telling he understands what I'm saying. Listen here, my cat he's smart. He understands what I'm saying. So he'll look at me and look at me like, and turn his eyes this way, roll. And I'm like, I'm not opening up the door no more. And that's like, because God is very merciful and he's patient, and he'll say he open the door, but he will. And I'll go when I hear him meow, I'll go open the door. and tell him, come on. But do you know how many times God done told us to open the, like, God done told us to come on and we will not? Literally. And I told my cat maybe, what, 3 or 4 times? Think about it. How many times God done said, come on, come through the door. I got you. You can trust me. I know this may seem this unaware of environment. You see the dangers in the situation. And because I got a dog too. I do have a dog too. A stray. And my cat, even though my cat not scared of him, if he see it, scared of her, it's a girl, he very cautious and coming out knowing, like he know I'm not going to let the dog mess with him. Like, seriously, no. And he knows that. But because he see the danger, because he see the answer, because he see, it makes him doubt, it makes him, and that's what we do. We doubt, we uncertain, like you will know that God goes, that this, but because you see it, it's still that little bit of doubt in you, like, no, I'm just go, wait, it's all right. And then still be at the door, hollering for you, hollering for me, still be at the door. God, why you? I did. God, you still crying out. God, why you ain't come? Or why you ain't? I did. You refuse to go through the door. You refuse to go because of the uncertainty, because of that little bit of doubt, because of that little bit of fear, because instead of you walking through and I got you, but you just want to walk through. But I just had to share that because that's exactly how we are. And I had to literally laugh. Literally. Another thing. So, you will eventually stop. Because it just came from my head. You will eventually stop beyond it because you, in your mind, and what the enemy will allow you to think. Because he wants you to think that God stopped coming for you. That he don't want you. That, just simple, just evil thoughts. He don't want you. He stopped coming for you. You might as well stop. And that's exactly what my cat, after a couple of opening, he won't come. He stopped me out. And that's what we do. We stop calling out to God. We stop asking because the enemy don't put in our heads that he don't love us, that he's not coming for us, that you might as well stop calling out for him, that you might as well stop praising him, that you might as well stop praying because he ain't coming. You wasting your time. And that's exactly what the enemy wants you to do. Exactly. He just used my cat as an example to teach me a lesson. To teach maybe somebody else will listen that be on here. But literally, my cat stopped me out. And I'm a representation of that cat because you go through a season like, I'm not saying that I want to go back. I do not want to go back to that same lifestyle that I did. But you get to a point where you like, oh well, like, you don't pray as often, you don't, you get to like, oh well. But that's how my cat is thinking. Like, I'm not coming to get him, like I don't care. And that's what God think, that some people actually think that what God think. He doesn't care. that he's not coming to get them, that I might as well start praying. And some people go back to that same blind stuff. So I might as well. It's a song that Shirley Caesar sang, and she was telling her testimony. She was like, "Well, God, I did this and this and this, and you ain't coming, you ain't helping. I might as well go back to drinking. I might as well go back to doing this and this and this." And then she started thinking about the times where he did come through, and started telling her testimony. Well, I remember when you pulled me out of this pit, and this and exactly, and I would start remembering the things that he done pulled me out of. And that's what you got to, when you get to that point where, like, I might as well go take me a drink or smoke or whatever that you used to do. I might as well do that. I mean, it was easier on that side, and the devil make it easier so you could stay over there. Let me clear that up. The devil make it look so easy, so you won't think about God. So because you're so drunk and high and so intoxicated and doing this and this and this and think you having fun, he gonna allow your life to look very easy because he ain't worrying about you. Oh, he said, I got you. I got her. I got her because, she ain't thinking about no God. She too busy going to party. She too busy smoking. She too busy getting high. She too busy doing this and this and this. I already got her. She ain't thinking about God. Look at my cat right there. If y'all hear, look at my cat right there. But I'm about to open the door. Let me finish this message. But, he'll make you think. I got her. She ain't thinking about God. She ain't thinking about that. So, he gonna allow your life to, I seen another post on TikTok. He gonna allow your life to be so easy. No trial, no tribulation, no nothing. No nothing. Just so you could continue to live that way. So you won't think about God. And sometimes we got to look at the life that we live because sometimes we want to blame the devil for something. So sometimes we want to blame the devil. But reality, we only reaping what we have sown. It's like planting a garden. If you plant tomatoes, is you gonna reap cabbage? If you plant a orange tree, is you gonna get apples? Sometimes we got to take accountability for our own actions and like you got to look at your past and say, and look at what you done did. Because you reaping what you have sown. If you have sown, I don't care if it's small, I do not care. That's a cycle. You go reap. That's inevitable. You go reap what you have sown. Just plain and simple. You go reap what you have sown. Simple as that. You go reap it. But the difference is you go reap it with God, or you go reap it when you still without God. See, in my situation, I'm thankful because I reaped my season and currently with God in it. Because ain't no way I would have been still be here. In a way. Because I have tried. I think it was in the beginning. I tried, and it was at the beginning, very beginning, maybe like, what was it? It's 2015, 2023. So it was in the beginning, beginning. But God brought me through. He did. And so he's helping me through it. But if you ain't got God to help you through it, that could be a hard journey. I'm just gonna tell you that. It could be a hard journey. Trying to figure out yourself. Trying to figure out yourself. out of the pit that you probably dug yourself into. And see my cat now, he want to act up. See, and that's what we do too. That's another thing I want to say. My cat acts up, and we do that too to get God's attention. And he knows that too. We'll do stuff to get his attention because we know we ain't doing right, and we just doing it to get his attention. And he already know that we doing it to get his attention. He already know that too. My cat there at midnight, and he bothering my mama. He hard-headed. And it's a reputation of me because I do stuff to get God's attention. And he know that. Especially when I'm a brat and want to get my way. And he know that I want to try to get my way. And he's like, no, that ain't gonna work with me. I already know what you're trying to do. No, ma'am. You go through it. You go through it, and you go grow through it. And you go grow up. Look, girl. My child. You go grow up. My child, you go grow up. We go through this together. If you go be the hard way, go be the hard way. We just go through it. But I'm learning to listen today through my cat. Through my cat. Ain't that something? It's a part 3 because another thing he just put in my spirit. Another example. So I'm gonna just go share it because somebody else might, learn from it because we all got our little quirks and. But I go, my cat, I go open the door, right? And this how God, I'm using me as example because, yeah, but others, you don't did something like that. So, I open the door and tell my cat to come on, let's go. And he don't want to go the way I want to go, telling him to go. But he's going, no, he want to go the way what he want to go. He want to go out the other door. Just like us, we choose the other door instead of the door that we think is safe, comfortable, whatever, familiar. We want to go the way we want to go. Instead of the door that God's like, I know it feels uncertain. I know it ain't the usual way that you will go. But I got you. You ain't got to worry about I got you. Just come on through the door. I got you. I got you. Don't worry about it. Just come through the door. But my cat and me and y'all and people, we choose to go where we feel that it's familiar, that we know, we comfortable with, and it's the easy way out, basically. The easy way out. It's the easy way out. I'm just gonna say that. It's the easy way out. It's not, you don't want to go through nothing. You just want to take the easy road out and you don't want to go through nothing. Let me tell you something. I'm not saying, no, I don't regret. No. Everything I had, I wouldn't choose to go back because I have gained so much knowledge and relationship with him that, yeah, it's rough, Whose story wasn't rough? If you read your Bible, whose story in the Bible was not rough in the beginning? But I wouldn't choose to go back because it's easier. Because it's easier. It is. And the devil makes it easier so you could choose to go back. So you'll be comfortable. And I know it's easier. Man, do you know? I could easily go back to the way I used to be. Easily. So easily. And the devil make it, listen here. I can easily as 1, 2, and 3. But I'm like, no. Why? In my mind, I'm like, I'm just doing it so I won't go through any trials. I'm just doing it because it's easier. I'm just doing it because I won't go have no tribulation. And I'm just I'm just being weak-minded. I'm being, even though it's hard, it is. And that's what the example was today with the cat. He was like, he want to go where he want to go. He want to go whereas he know it's familiar, it's easier. And I want to go this way. I don't care exactly what we saying together. I don't care what you saying. I know you say you got me, but I don't know about that. I don't know. I ain't familiar. I don't know. So I ain't going. I want to go this way. And he went through my cat went through the other door. He did. But that's the lesson for today. And for others. Like, we, majority of people, choose to go through the other door because it's easier, because they're comfortable, because it's more familiar, because they don't want to go through nothing to get to nothing. You don't want to go through the wilderness. You don't want to go through the wilderness to get to the promised land. You just want to head straight to the promised land. That's a word. You don't want to go through the wilderness. You just want to head straight to the promised land. Simple as that. You don't want to go through nothing. You just want to, bam, you just want to hit the lotto. Boom, and I'm there. That's it. You don't want to go through nothing. But let's use the lottery people as an example. Look how many people are broke now. And they won their life for millions of dollars. Millions. And they broke. You know why? Because they ain't grow. Because they ain't learned that. Because all in their head is like, I got this money. I'm gonna buy this big old house. I'm gonna buy this island. I'm gonna buy these cars. Ain't thinking about no tax, none of that. Ain't thinking about generational wealth. You ain't thinking about what money you gonna leave your child. You ain't thinking about starting no business. You ain't thinking about writing no books. You ain't thinking about none of that. All you think about is what your flesh want. I'm gonna buy this liquor, ounces and ounces of marijuana. I'm gonna go party. I'm gonna get me a bigger house and throw parties. I'm gonna travel. And not saying that, you shouldn't enjoy yourself. Of course, you could travel and stuff like that, but them people should have had some money. But because they went back what they was feeling, they went back what was comfortable, they didn't grow. They still was the same way when they got it. So let's say something. I'm gonna use me as an example. I done blew through a lot of money. Let's go say that. And I'm talking about, I done blow through, but I'm talking about scamming, doing all that. I should have some, but I should have some. Plain and simple. I done blew through some money. I said, just like if I give you, he's like, if I give you, I'm talking to you now, if I give you what I got in store for you, and you still that same person that you was 2, 3 years, 5, 10 years ago, that child like mine, that one that want to please her flesh, that ain't think about no generation, ain't think about future, ain't think about having no foundation. You just want to have fun, please your flesh, be comfortable. You don't want to go through nothing. You don't want to grow through nothing. You don't want to learn nothing. You just want fun. If I give you what I have for you, you just go blow it. Just like my people at the lottery. Just go blow it in foolishness. You ain't gonna have nothing. You ain't gonna have nothing to show for nothing. Literally. I done blow through a lot of money. Doing foolishness. Doing foolishness. Buying stuff I ain't even got. I lost it all. Buying stuff that I ain't even got. Money. I'm talking about $1,000. I don't blew some money because I just want to buy the new thing and got bored. I buy this new phone, got bored of it. I'm play around with it a couple of months. I want another one. Got an Apple Watch, an iPad, sense of tablets, computers, 4 or 5. Play with it and put it up. Play with it for a couple of months. Matter of fact, not even a couple of months because I play with it and get bored for like a couple of weeks or so and get bored. Then I want something else. I see something on TV, the advertisements. And if you on TikTok, you already know what I'm talking about. Everybody, and I ain't saying that wrong, but trends will have you buying stuff. How many stuff you don't bought because you see somebody else bought it? It is put up in the closet. And you don't even know where that. You don't even know where that. How much stuff, actually, how much stuff that you don't bought, that you don't put up in the TikTok shop that you don't even know where it's at. It's broken, or now you want something else, you want something new. Think about that. Yep. So I'm getting out a lesson. I'm getting the lesson today. I will not have to look up at him. I have to laugh and smile because he is so patient with me. He is, because I am a handful. I'm gonna tell you that. But he is patient, and I'm grateful to have a father that actually cares about my well-being and where I'm going, and not going backwards, and care about my future, my child's future, stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of us choose to go left instead of right. A lot of us choose to go through the other door instead of the right door. You choose to go through the easier door, the easier route. That's why he told his disciples, it's easier. It's much harder for it's harder for a camel to go through. I know it's in Matthew. Actually, it's in Luke. They actually told a different version of the story. But it's harder for a cat to go through the needle of something. I gotta look it up. But it's harder because they don't, it's hard to go through that way. I'm not gonna, it's hard to go the way, God's way, because it's not gonna be easy, because the devil goes send so much of trial and tribulation, everything at your way, everything. You go be tested. He go throw everything at your way. Read Job. He go throw everything at you. Sickness, end up in the hospital. Lose everything. And I lost everything. My child's not with. He's alive, but he's not with me currently. He go try everything he can to discourage you, literally, to drive you back to smoking and drinking, and to doing stuff that you usually do. And even though I'm grateful that I don't have that desire to do that, and the temptation to, because God has given me the strength to withdraw from that type of temptation, because I'm not doing it from my own strength. I'm doing it from His. He'll see they ain't working, and he'll try something else. Well, they ain't working. Let me try this. Let me try that. Let me try this. Let me try that. But I'm not saying it's not, I'm saying that, but it's worth it because we ain't gonna live here forever. We not. So you gotta think about the time you live on earth. Would you rather live it feeding your flesh and then for eternity spend time in hell? Or you rather flee your soul here, not have everything you want, but have the things that you need to keep you going? So in the end, you go home. You go home with God. But I just a little word. Dang, so like us, we'll go the other way, thinking it's the best way. We'll go. And then we end up coming right back to God, knowing that we should have went that way the first place. I'm about to show y'all my cat. Because he went the way he wanted to. I allowed him to go. Just like God allows it, he allowed us to go through that same door that we chose. Boom. At the end, we realized that wasn't the best way to go. So we go back and we go back to our Father. And he opened us. And he's so graceful and merciful and forgiving and compassionate and loving that he'll forgive us and let us right on back in. Literally, I'm about to show you my cat. Because my cat realized it. It's not, I should just went with my mama. That's like we should have just went like our Father told us to go. And now he sitting over here in the corner like he would have been, like we would have been after years and years of going the wrong way if we just went like God told us to. If my cat would have just went like I told him to, he would have just been sitting there the whole time, literally. But no, he want to be difficult. We want to be, we think our way is best. I said, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll be here when you get that, when you realize that, that wasn't the way to go. I'll be here. I ain't gonna say I told you so. You go to yourself there. Because he ain't gonna do that. He too low. He ain't gonna do. We gonna realize ourselves. We actually go convict. You get to the point where you start convicting yourself. You be like, dang, I should have just listened. Just like this morning. That's why I had to laugh at him. Because when he learned me a lesson through my cat, I had to look at, because I knew. I'm like, you know what? And you don't even be upset because you know he talk about you. He trying to teach you a lesson. He trying to show you. And you just you will laugh. You won't be mad. You will laugh. Literally, you will laugh. But, I'm about to show you my cat. Because he over here, he just sitting there. Like he would have been the whole time. Safe. He know I ain't gonna let the dog mess with him. He know I ain't gonna, like God said, I ain't gonna let your enemies take you out. I ain't gonna let them bother. Child, just go. Let's go. But we end up going back anyway, and he ended up letting us come in. Anyway, so I'm about to show you my cat, because my cat is very, Here you go. Midnight. There he go. So I don't know what part this is, but Revelation keep coming. So my cat outside with me, the gnats and things, they bad. And the gnats, around him, he messing with them and bother them, and But he literally don't care. As long as he around me, he don't care. It's like we God. As long as we around God, and no matter what type of warfare we go through, what type of storm, we could be in the middle of a tornado. Maybe hell, fire, and burn. We don't matter. As long as God right there, we good. As long as God is right there, we are good. We'll go through that wilderness. We'll go through that them trials. We'll go through that tribulation. We'll go through it. As long as we know that God coming with us, just like Moses said. What Moses told God told him that he would send an angel, with him. Moses like, if 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 you ain't going, I ain't going. No. If you can't go with me, then I ain't going. If you can't be by my side, then I ain't going. I don't care what type of message you send. I ain't going. I know the message came from God. The angels are gonna take Moses. God won't. The angels gonna lead him the way. No. Moses said, no. I don't know. If you ain't going, I ain't going. Like, he was like, how the people supposed to know that your hand was on my life if you don't go? And that's how my cat, he don't care what the gnats could bother, it don't matter. As long as he with me, it don't bother him. It's like with God. As long as I know that God here. I ain't saying the warfare ain't aggravating. Of course it's aggravating. We all human. It will aggravate you. But as long as I know that God is by my side and he is with me 100% of the way, and I ain't saying that I don't make mistakes along the way. Because sometimes, when the Holy Spirit said, shut up, hush, don't you say that. Because, I'm working on my temperaments. Because I'm very patient and things like that. But sometimes, after I know you don't push, I'll be like, talk to me. And God be like, no, I know he be up there like, Lord, great time. Just not talking nothing. You know what I mean? Okay. We go. We'll figure out from here. You don't did that. Go figure out from here. But if you read the Bible, Moses told lies. Abraham, not none was perfect. None of them. None of them. In their journey, none of them was perfect. None of them. None of them. None of them was. No, that was Abraham that told lies about his wife. He said, tell them that you my sister. Moses, instead of listening to God, he speak to the rock. He hit the rock with the stick. So none of us is perfect. But God still will use you. He'll still, walk you through that journey. But some mistakes, it'll lead you in the wrong way. Well, coming back from, I ain't gonna sit there and lie. Some mistakes ain't no coming back from that. But, he'll guide you through it. You're gonna have to go through it. But as long as you know that he there, I go through it. But my cat's sitting there chilling. He don't care about no fly. He don't care about nothing. As long as he here, literally. As long as he beside me, like he literally went right. He went to the older door, like I was in the previous video. He went through the door that he thought that was best. Right. A few minutes later, he ended up coming back to me. That's like, well, we end up going back to God. And if he would have took him a less amount of time, he just would have came the way I told him to. But no, he wanted to go this way and go where he wanted to go, then come back. That's how we is with God. And he's sitting here, he chilling, he don't care. It's the flies out just with us, the warfare. As long as he with me, he good. But that's another message too. A lesson from my cat today. So, I think it's part 6, I don't know. So my cat was in the corner where the fly, was a lot of, you in God's vicinity, but you ain't as close. You know what I'm saying? As an example. He in my vicinity, but he's not as close. So, you get a little aggravated with the warfare, get aggravated with the flies. He come on closer to me. He up under me. He right up under me. No flies around me, ain't no warfare around God. You know why? Because God is going to shield you with the full armor of God. And every dart that the enemy throw at you will hit the floor. They can't come near you. Ain't no flies in around me. He realized that, I'm gonna get a little closer to mama. I'm gonna get a little closer to mama. He ain't being aggravated with him. It's just like with God. We get in God's vicinity. Like but we still wanna, do what we wanna do. We still, do a little that, and that. And you realize that ain't the way to go. So get a little closer and closer, you realize, I need to get a little closer to my father. I need to get closer. He said, my midnight was like, I need to get close to my mom. I need to get a little closer. He got close and he realized, oh, and then you realize, this rest is no bothersome, no gnats, and no flies, ain't not bothering me. None of that. They ain't come around me. Just like we no warfare, not bothering me, not aggravating me. Just like that. And I learned a full lesson today. God done learned me a full lesson today using my cat. I think this is the last one for today. I think this part 7. I'm not sure. But I go inside to get me something. And my cat, he go back in because he's like, you know what? It's cool in here. It's cool in here. I ain't got nothing mess with me, no flies, nothing like that. I'm going to just stay up under my mama tabernacle. Like I don't know, inside. Well, I ain't got to worry about nothing. And now he ain't at the door beyond and talking about coming outside. That's how God is. We want to see what the world like. I want to go. Daddy, I want to go to the playground. And God, he'll let you go ahead. Go ahead. I'm going to watch you, but go ahead. We see what it like, this and that and that. We realize we come back in, just like the prodigal son. When he asked his father for his inheritance and he went and squandered his money, and then he realized he was working for some people and he had no food, and he realized, like, shoot, I just be my daddy's servant. His servants eat better than what I'm eating. I mean, go back home. And then his daddy, like our God, Father, is so happy just because we came home. He ain't think about what we did. He just happy that we came home. Read that story. He slaughtered the fattest calf. He put a crown on his head. He had a full-blown party just because he came home. But that's how he'll let you go and see what the world got for you, what it's giving. Go ahead. But at the end of the day, I can promise you, some people won't because pride. People are too prideful, and they feel like, and sometimes the enemy will put in your mind that the devil that God don't want you, he don't love you, you done did too much. And that's a lie. That's a full-blown lie. You ain't did, listen here. That's why I ask people to read their Bible, because Saul actually killed people. Plenty of people. And God forgave him and used him. Saul, came Paul, actually started the church. Go and read your Bible. So he used Saul in a big way. So it don't matter what you done. I don't care what you done. If you go to him and it's really sorrowful, like you really want to repent and you tired of doing this and you tired of feeling this way and you tired of living this life and you tired and you literally is tired, not just like using God as a quick fix and then going back to that same stuff. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about you literally tired of what you tired of it, and I'm gonna try this thing, Father. I'm gonna try this thing out. He will welcome you. He will welcome you with open arms, literally. And just like my cat, he went on by his way. He went the way he wanted to go. He came in a little bit. I don't know, maybe my mama be mad. Like we think that God, maybe my mama mad at me because I'm gonna go sit in the corner. All right, go ahead. We that's what we got halfway in. We got one foot in the door with God and one foot in the step in the world. So the devil still got full reign on us, and that's why he had that just swim around his face. And God said, okay. We go through a little bit, warfare. Cat, my cat went to flies. We go through it, aggravating them. I'm gonna get a little closer. I'm gonna get a little closer to my Father, because see, this ain't. So you step all the way in the door. You get a little closer. I ain't gonna say we get to that door. We get all the way to the door part. I'm moving too fast. Because when God gives you the revelation and he use your cat to do it, it blows your mind. But anyway, he'll use the simplest things. You just gotta pay attention. But you get a little closer and you really like, when I was up under my Father's tabernacle, up under my Father's wings and things like that, I ain't had to worry about no flies or nothing, It was cool in there. I got my food in there. He got his food in the house, yes. I got my food in there. I got my all that. I ain't had to worry about nothing. I got everything I need inside the house. You got everything you need inside God's tabernacle up under his wings. So he sat there up under me, a little bit closer. You go a little bit closer to God. He sat there for a little while. And then you begin to think. Just like the prodigal son, you begin to think, maybe I need to go back to my Father up under his wing inside, his house. That's what the cat was. So I went in, I went and go open the door. I had to go get something. I had to go get my own phone, whatever. I had to go get something. Go inside the house, get what I need, and the cat coming in food. He running in there. We do that. We go and we run in there. We go, don't close the door. Let me come in here. Exactly. What he did, he realized, and now he ain't to the door meowing. He ain't to the door thinking he missing out on something. Because you think that you missing out something in the world. Because we think that. He ain't think he missing out on nothing. He ain't out the door meowing, complaining. Which is that what we do, complaining. Oh, I'm missing out with this. And I want to go get that. I want to go do that. Just like the people in the wilderness, they was complaining. They didn't look at that God. They complained when it was when they was a slave, or they treated, and then when God brought them out, they complained. We was better off there. We had this and this. God looking like, didn't want you just hollering about me saving you, and now you complaining to me you ain't got. So God gave him food. God gave him bread, manna, and gave him food. fishes to eat. Then they complain about water. Then they complain so much. Moses, he got so I believe he got so frustrated that he didn't realize what God said. He just going and hit the rock just to shut them people up, literally, because God told Moses to speak to the rock. But they complain, so that's what that's what we complain. So and we already in. And you choose to go out of his vicinity. You choose to go from his vicinity. You ain't up under the full armor of God anymore. You out in the world, so you ain't got no type of protection. He protects you. Trust me, he protects you, especially if you don't know no better. Especially if you don't see, like, the things I see now, I did not see then when I was living. I did not, like, my eyes and my viewpoint, my mindset. The things I know now, I did not understand then. I did not see the wrongs. I did not see the things I would put myself in. None of that I did not see. And now that things have come to my mind to where I knew that was God that saved me to that. And I was living in sin. He's so loving. He loves us so much. And he know that you don't know no better. He still won't allow. But just because you still live in the world, the devil still have full, he have full reign to still mess with you anyway. But it just won't be sometimes it just won't be sometimes it just, But now my cat is in the house. I'm complaining. Ain't to the door hall talking about, I want to come out in the dog. I want to go out in the world. Go. Gotta let you go out the way, and I let him. And I let him go which way he want to go. And I let him, and he finally realized, just like we will finally realize that we should have just listened the first time. Because now my cat in the house, and he is quiet. He gone sitting down. Yep. And we gonna be like that till we go ahead and sit down and listen. But I'm talking about myself too. He just popped me. But I'm talking about myself too. It's amazing how God will use the simplest thing as a cat to teach you a lesson, and you will know it. You will just know it. And now that's why when I first did the video, I just had to look up before I even did the video. I had to look up in the sky. I was like, you know what? You know better. You just, and I just laughed. I just could not stop laughing. I was like, you know better. Like, come on, man. For real? Seriously? You go. I said, okay. We go learn this. We go, okay. We go, okay. And throughout, revelation kept coming. Different scenarios kept coming. It's like he taught me in different scenarios. He took cat in the door hollering, whining. Okay, it's like he was different things. He showed me through my cat, and my cat went through different stages, at the same way as we go, to show me what I'm doing, what y'all know y'all doing it. But yeah, he used my cat to show me a lesson and gave me a lot of revelation, and I'm grateful for it because he is very patient with me. He's very patient because I am. But I just had to shut up because somebody else might learn from it.